Yeah, I've been MIA. MIA from the video making. That's my bad. A lot of things have occurred over the past, let's call it a month. But I think I have a legitimate reason, a few different reasons. Go ahead and tell y'all what's been going on with the kid. I'll take it from there. So originally, I had some work troubles. Not to go too deep into kind of what necessarily occurred at work, but I was at a different hotel and some legal things had kind of occurred. And long story short, no longer work for that hotel. Loved that hotel, loved it there. It was a great experience. Loved the people there. Like that was dope. And I miss it there for sure. I miss my folks. Those was my people. Katie, Leanne, Ebony, Craig always. The housekeepers. Like I love that job. But it was out of their control and it was out of mine. So that's just kind of how that went down. So that was just some sad shit that had kind of occurred. So that kind of got me away from the video making for a little minute. So yeah, I was bumming it for like a few weeks. You feel me? Like just getting that shit situated. Maybe them bring me back on board. Maybe they would. But like I said, it was out of my control. It was out of there. So it is what it is. But love those people. That's family there. So for sure. Kinda. And then so as I was doing the job search and trying to get my shit together, I don't know how I did this, but I lost the end adapter piece to my laptop. Not to brag or anything. Phone always ring. Phone always ring when I start recording. It's annoying. Phone always fuck. Hold on. I lost my place. I feel like I'm out of whack with this. I feel like I have not did this so long. I'm out of whack with it now. Hold on. So I lost the adapter piece to my laptop. And not to brag, but I have a pretty nice laptop. You feel me? But whatever. I tried to splurge for the best equipment for when I started to do this. So I don't want to buy another one. So I didn't. I figured it would come up. Now, sandwiched right in, here we go. Sandwiched right in between that. Also caught COVID. So yeah, that happened too. Real weird too. I had found another job. Better paying gig, a higher position, so no more supervisor. I'm not a manager at a hotel. I'm not going to specify, but it's been a dope opportunity. It's been, good learning this shit, and yeah. But yeah, man, I caught COVID. And it's so funny because my whole family, we've been good. Since last March up until now, we've been Gucci. No cases, no run-ins, no nothing. Everybody's been straight, healthy. It's been what it is, and it shit just hit. I got up, I went to work, and I was fine. And then around maybe 8 o'clock that day, I just started feeling shitty. So I left. I just went home, and I had the fever, I had the shakes and shit, and I already knew what time it was. It was bleak, and I had been hanging, I had been kicking it with people and seeing people. So now you gotta go into that, hey, we need to talk. And everybody know that's the worst thing you can say to black people. Black people don't never want to hear you need to talk. Motherfuckers be like, you need to talk. You know what? My fish is drowning. I'm gonna call you back and you don't hear from their ass for 4 months. That's the worst thing you can call and say to a black person is we need to talk. But I had to tell them motherfuckers who I was around and who I had been kicking it with that, what I'm saying? At that time, I just thought I had COVID, but when I got tested and obviously came back and it was positive. COVID is whack, man. It's whack. I like to think a fairly healthy guy, so it wasn't super bad for me. after the very first night, with the fever and the chills and necessarily couldn't really sleep, I essentially was fine. Honestly, like I had the actual like flu symptoms. You know what I'm saying? So I had like the occasional cough, the occasional sneeze. My nose was stuffed up. Other than that, I really was fine. Until I lost my taste. Let me tell you something. You don't know how important shit like smelling and tasting is until you cannot do it. Okay? It's just shit, dog. And I don't know what it was like, but the moment I figured out I was losing it, and then it was gone. And it's like my brain just wanted super expensive food. I became like a food snob while I couldn't taste it. I would be sitting at work like, damn, I want a steak. Like I want lobster or some shit. And I would always be thinking some old extravagant meals that I know I couldn't fucking taste. And I would go and get it and I attributed it was kind of like eating shit but holding your nose the whole time. Like you knew you were eating something, and depending on how saucy it may have been, depending on if it was sweet or not, you can kind of get hints of it just being sweet and or salty, but you could not taste what it was. It was essentially eating shit and just knowing you was eating it. This shit was depressing. That part alone was depressing. Being sick wasn't that bad. I don't normally get sick about once a year. But science says being sick hits men worse. So men y'all be saying we babies and keep being dramatic. No, we really be dying when we get sick. I wasn't necessarily dying, but still, you get the point. So, yeah, I mean, and then other things occurred, whatever that I don't necessarily want to get into, but that's really like, what it's been. So I got the new gig, so I tried to focus on that, and I ended up finding my damn cord. I did find my cord, and done with the whole COVID thing. I did my quarantine, man. That was bleak. The weather was nice and shit, and I'm just sitting in the house looking goofy, just sitting in the window and shit looking at home. Damn, that look fun. Goofy as hell, but it'd be like that. I got through that, so no longer contagious. I'm good. I'm fine. But like I said, I never really wasn't. Like I was pretty much good. I probably got 85% of my senses back. You feel me? Like when you go and you get tested, they tell you, hey, don't freak out if you lose your taste. Don't freak out if you lose your smell. If you get some sort of a rash, which I didn't get. I don't know shit about no rash. Headaches and shit is a symptom. Like my eyes were sore. My eyes were like super, like to the touch, like blinking and shit hurt. That was mad weird. Like that was even. She was like, what? Like that was weird, but whatever. But they say, hey, this shit, it may take up to a month for your senses to fully come back and be strong and be what they were. So I'm like 85% solid with my senses. I can fairly taste shit, and I'm eating everything right now. Everything, like everything. I'm on it. You feel me? So shit that I didn't even eat before. Like people, if you know me, I never ate McDonald's before. I've been eating McDonald's and shit and all that. I just love food right now, cause food. It was that shit was bleak. You know what? Just whatever. That was the worst part. Not being able to taste and smell was the worst part of the entire experience. Me and COVID, I'm straight. I'm good. I don't necessarily believe in it. I wasn't a super big fan of it. I'm not gonna say that I took it super serious before I caught that shit. Man, I'm good. I'm masked up everywhere now. In fact, I be at work like 6, 7 feet actually, man. I'm going back the fuck up. Go on, head on. But no, I'm gonna try to pick this up and take it from there. Definitely wanted to let the folks know what's going on with me. I have several folks that's been on me. Where the videos at? Is you good? Are you alive? Yes. yes. I'm good, but just hit a little bit of a roadblock, but try to pick this shit up and take it from there. So, if you was interested, that's my spiel. Appreciate the listen, check back in with y'all soon. You know what? One thing before I let y'all get up out of here, The last video I posted, one about my kids, definitely check it out if you haven't. I say in the video that I can't get my kids because I got COVID. I definitely said that. And then couldn't get my kids because I caught COVID. Moral of the story, stop fucking playing so much. It be real out here. So, me, you, y'all, just stop playing so much. It don't pay to play, okay? All right, now I'm done.